everyone, welcome to our channel of Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. My name is Kajal Kulkarni and I am going to teach grade 5 SST. So students, in our last episode we had seen about age of machines. So in that session we had seen that how we are all dependent on machines. Like if at home we want to grind something, so we use the mixer grinder, right? If I want to travel from one place to another, I will take some transport or some vehicle, right? So we all are dependent on machines very much. So how these machines came? Earlier people were not having all these facilities, so how they were doing their things, right? So we had seen when they wanted to grind something, they used to use the stones. We also have it today also, we can see those stones wherein we grind things, right? Then we had seen that which discovery of metals. So first metal discovered was copper. So copper was the first metal which was discovered. Later on, copper and tin, the mixture of those metals, the new material was discovered, that was bronze. So bronze was harder than copper. Then later on, iron was discovered. So iron was the hardest of all these metals. So iron, when discovered, it was used to cut trees. So when the trees were cut down, it helped in agriculture, right? So the agriculture also expanded. Then as iron was discovered, tools were made for hunting. So this helped the human in better standard of living. Then we had seen all about wheels, carts and boats. So how they used the boats? See, earlier they used rafts. Okay, rafts means it was just made from bamboos. So they used to sit on that and row. Then ships came, and then they came to know that as the wind moves, so when some obstacle comes in the way of the wind, it helps to move or take forward. So they made the sailboat. So how the sailboat came into existence? They started, I'll show the picture of that. They put the cloth on for the sailboat, and it helped in rowing the boat. So as the wind moved in that direction, these sailboats also started moving. Then we had seen all about steam engine. We had seen all about steam engines. This steam engine, when this steam engine was invented, due to this, there was an industrial revolution. Okay, this steam engine was introduced. The steam engine was used in many transport and in also industries. Many huge machines were developed. Due to this, what happened? The machines where big factories came into the factory system. It was the beginning of the factory system, right? So what happened? Due to this, the people from villages shifted to cities to earn money, and this helped to improve their standard of living. They got some good earning from these factories. Okay. Then we had seen that revolution, industrial revolution. The people earlier, they used to make goods from their hands. It was handmade, right? So from handmade, they started making the things in industries, in factories, right? So the thing which were made with their own hands, at making few machines, using few machines, they used to make the things by their own hand. So these goods were very costly, and the production was very limited. So when the industries started, what happened? The production of the goods was very huge, and the rates also reduced. As the quantity increased, the rates reduced. So due to this, it caused to industrial revolution. So we will see one animation first about the transport.
The changing means of transport. Early humans would have seen logs rolling down a hill. They must have been struck with the idea that things are easier to move from place to place if they are rolled rather than pushed or pulled. They must have cut trees into logs and placed things to be moved, like an animal they have hunted, on the logs so that they could move it easily. Then they learned to make wheels. This was the first revolution in transport. The invention of the axle further improved transportation. The first cart was pulled by the early humans. They later started using animals to do the same. Early humans used rafts or small boats carved out of trees to transport goods over water. Then they learned to use the power of the wind so that they could move faster on water. The invention of the steam engine revolutionized transport. Humans used steam engines to power trains and ships to transport goods and people across land and water. They could now move large loads quickly across great distances. Modern means of transport are mainly powered by diesel and electricity.
So, as you all have seen in this video that how early human used the logs to and how the wheels were invented, right. So, in this animation you have seen all about steam engine as well as the sailboats. Now, we are going to see a PPT about industrial revolution. See how industrial revolution was it held. What was the industrial revolution? The industrial revolution began in Britain in the 18th century. This revolution changed the way the world made goods. Before the industrial revolution, people made goods like cloth, furniture and pots in their own houses using simple tools like the spinning wheel and hand loom and the potter's wheel. See students, this is the wheel with the help of which a cloth can be weaved. Okay, you all must have seen a potter making pot with the help of the wheel. He just rotates that wheel and gives shapes to the pot. So, in those days people used to use these simple techniques to make goods at their home. Now see, this is something that is you have to operate by your own hands, and this is a textile mill using power looms. Then in the 1850s, many new machines were invented. They were fast and strong and could do the work of several people in half the time. Goods were now made in the factories using these machines. Major changes took place in the agriculture, mining, transportation and manufacturing industries. Due to this huge manufacturing, what happened? The transportation also increased. The spinning jenny. See, this is something which you have to operate it by your own hands. The spinning jenny, for example, could do the work of 8 people and also produce thread that was finer and stronger than the one made on the wooden spindle. A steam powered fire engine and a steam locomotive. In 1763, James Watt, a Scottish mechanic, made the first practical steam powered engine. This invention of the steam engine revolutionized the world. The first users of steam engines were the coal and iron industries. Who used the steam engines first? They were the coal and iron industries. Steam engines also revolutionized transportation and communication. This is a picture of the silk mill in Derby, England. Today it has been turned into a museum. As a result of the Industrial Revolution, large quantities of goods could be produced and fewer people were required to produce it. The goods were of high quality and less expensive. Many people from rural areas flocked to the industrial centers in search of work. This brought about a growth of cities. It also brought about an increase in the incomes of the people. As I told you all students that in the villages they were not having anything to survive. So, what they did, as the industries developed, they started shifting from village, they migrated from village to cities and they settled down in the cities just for the sake of earning, to get good job. But the Industrial Revolution also had many negative effects on society. People had to work for long hours in harsh conditions. Many factories employed women and children and gave them very little pay. Children were employed to collect the cotton wastage from underneath the spinning machines. Many of them suffered serious injuries. See, these are the machines wherein weaving is done. So, these industrial revolution, see, everything has a positive as well as a negative part, means it has an advantage also disadvantage. So, this industrial revolution, though it was it was having a lot of advantage, but also disadvantages were there. So, what were those disadvantages? That the women and children, they were made to work in those factories and they were paid very little. What work they were doing, they were paid less than what work they were doing. Okay? And these children, what work they were doing, they had to go underneath the machine, and where the cotton was falling down, they had to collect those cotton and they had to collect those cotton from there. So, this caused them a lot of injury. It also led to large scale pollution of both the air and water. Manchester, England was famous for cotton textiles. Here a series of factory chimneys can be seen sending smoke into the air. You can see these chimneys here, students. In the picture you can see so many chimneys. Chimney means a very huge tall building type. It is not a building, but it is made in such a way that all the smoke is emitted from there. Okay? So, these chimneys, you can see the smoke coming out from these chimneys. So, the advantage as well as disadvantage. One disadvantage was it caused a large scale of pollution. Understood? So, this was all about industrial revolution. Now, we will move on to our next point, that is sources of energy. Coal was the first fuel used in steam engines to produce steam. Coal is obtained from mines and is still an important source of energy. Large amount of coal are used in power plants to produce electricity. Now, students, what do you mean by coal? You all must have seen that black color substance. It is like a half burnt wood. So, that material, that product is called as coal. Corsa, we call it as corsa. So, that is called as coal. So, in early steam engines, these coal was used to run the train, okay, to run the engine. So, the coal was used to produce steam and to make the train, means it was forcing the train to move ahead. So, this coal, from where do we get this coal? So, this coal is obtained from the mines. Mines means you have to go deep in the many layers, you have to dig many layers and you have to go in the earth's, not exactly core, but to few layers. So, from there we get coal. As we know that diamond is also found in coal mines. Yes. So, this coal was first used in steam engines to produce steam, and these coals are obtained from the coal mines, and these coals also help to produce electricity. The coal mines, the power plants is means the coal, that is the large amount of coal are used to power plants to produce electricity. Coal is found in nature from dead trees, but it makes it takes millions of years to form. See now how this coal is formed. Here there is one coal mine. A man is working in the coal mine. You can see this picture that he is working in the coal mine. He is digging it. Okay. So how this coal is obtained? It is nothing but it is dead from dead trees, means the trees which are no longer, means it is not now useful. So such trees, they get deep, they decompose and they mix in the soil, and these, what happens when these mix in the soil, the layers are formed on the soil, and due to that we get coal from these when you dig deep in the earth. So therefore the amount of coal on earth is limited. Experts feel it would last for only about 250 years. So the experts who are studying about all these, they think that only 250 years this coal can be used now. Then next is petroleum. Now these are the sources of energy. Okay. Next is petroleum. Petroleum is also another source of energy, and it is found deep inside the earth. Same as we find coal, similarly the petroleum is found deep inside the earth. And how it is removed? Huge machines are, the machines are inserted deep inside the earth, and like pump, how we have water pump, it forces the water to come out, yes, from the hand pump. Similarly the petroleum is removed with the help of pumps. Petroleum is another source of energy found deep inside the earth. We get fuels such as petrol, kerosene and diesel from it. Engines running on petrol and diesel are found to be more efficient than steam engines. They replaced steam engines in automobiles and machines. However, like coal, the amount of petroleum on earth is also limited. It may get exhausted in about 100 years. See students, as we all know that we are now listening to some advertisement. The government is showing some advertisement that please, whenever you are at the signal, please off your engine, right, the car or bike. Why is it so? Because the petroleum has reduced, as it is told here that the petroleum is now so limited that it will be lasting only for 100 years, means after 100 years it may get exhausted, it may get over. So how it is found? Earlier we were having steam engines, right? So steam engines, the smoke was emitted from the machine, from the engine, and that caused again pollution. Then we started with the petroleum. Now we have diesel, petrol, we have diesel cars, petrol cars, and now we have started with CNG. Okay. So this, as we say, the petroleum is also limited and it may get exhaust by 100 years. Today, electricity is used to run machines in several factories. About 200 years ago, Alessandro Volta became the first person to make a small battery which could produce an electric current in a wire. Later, generators were made to produce electricity. Now, today we are using electricity, right? Now, this electricity also, student, we can use solar. We can use the solar panels at our home also, so that we can save electricity. We can use the solar panel, we can take the heat from the sun, and that heat can be utilized in our in the lights which we put on in our home. So this electricity is used in several factories, and these Alessandro Volta, he was the first person to make a small battery, and this battery, it was like an electric current. Later, generators were made to produce electricity. We all know that we put, when the lights are not working, we have inverters at home, and generators are used where huge amount of electricity is used, like in very big shops, they use generators. Fuels such as coal, diesel, petrol or natural gas are used to run the generators. Today, the force of flowing water of rivers is also used to generate hydroelectricity. This is called hydroelectricity. Dams are built across the rivers to produce hydroelectricity. This point we had already seen in the previous session, that near the rivers the dams are constructed so that when the force of water, with the help of that force also, the electricity is generated. Also I told that windmills in the farm, with the help of those windmills electricity is produced. Okay. This is the Three Gorges Dam on the Yangtze River, China. See this dam and how they have made the plant wherein the electricity is produced. Alternate sources of energy. Besides the fact that we have limited amounts of fuels on the earth, fuels also cause pollution when burnt. As I told student that when you must have seen some auto rickshaws, they remove a lot of smoke. Yes. So why is that so? Because they put kerosene. So due to that, what happens? The air gets polluted. Scientists are therefore developing other sources of energy where these problems will not arise. Atomic energy, solar energy, the energy of wind and the energy of flowing water are expected to be used more and more in future. As I told now that now we are more dependency, some of the houses are having solar panels with the help of which they get 24 hours hot water, right. So similarly some panels, we need some wiring for that. So those panels, if they are put on the terrace, so it will help to produce electricity and we can run tube lights, fans, etc. with the help of that current. Okay. So this was all about these energy, sources of energy. Now we will just read out the points. I know now the early humans made tools from stones. The first metal to be discovered was copper. See, earlier people made all the materials whatever they needed for hunting. So they used to spear, knives, they used to make it with the help of stone. For grinding they used to use stones. Okay. So to generate fire, they used to rub two stones. So with the help of that, with the help of the friction which was causing led to fire. So early humans, they used a lot of stone in their daily life. Then the first metal which was discovered, they discovered the first metal, that was copper. After copper, bronze was invented. So how bronze was made? It was made with the mixture of two, that was copper and tin, with the mixture of two metals, that was copper and tin. So that was harder than copper. Then the very big revolution was iron was discovered. So iron was the hardest metal, then copper and bronze. So from iron then people started making better tools, and this helped them to cut the trees. Why they were cutting the trees? So that they can do the agriculture. So iron discovered later made it possible to make much better tools. The invention of the steam engine made it possible to run big machines and produce better goods in large quantities. So the invention of the steam engine, as the steam engine was invented, it helped in running big machines and produce good quality goods and in large quantity. After the steam engine, then they started with the electric machines. The change from handmade goods to machine made goods in large factories in the 18th century is known as the Industrial Revolution. I told you all what is industrial, I had shown you all the PPT, what is Industrial Revolution. So industrial revolution is nothing but earlier people used to make things by their own hand using simple tools. So with the help of those simple tools they were making goods at their own home. And then later on, as the steam engine was introduced, then the machines were made, huge machines were made, and the goods were made in those factories. So what happened, from handmade goods to factory made goods, the production increased as well as the quality also became good, and it was at a very cheaper rate. So that caused to industrial revolution. Coal, petroleum and electricity are used to run machines. Earlier we used to use coal, but now electricity, the trains are running on electricity, petrol, diesel, right? Earlier it was coal. There are limited amounts of coal and petroleum on the earth, so the search for alternate sources of energy is on. So as they have said, the experts have said that there is a very limited amount of petroleum or coals available on the earth. So now they are in search of the other alternate sources of energy, as one is the solar energy. Okay. So let's do with the exercise. The first tool used by humans were made out of what they made the tools? Stone. It was possible to make tools hard enough to cut trees after the metal dash was discovered. With which metal they cutted the trees? Iron. One of the important inventions that contributed to the industrial revolution was the steam engine. The first steam engines dash, in the first steam engine, dash was burned to produce steam. In the first steam engine, what they used? They used coal to run the engine. Next, dash are constructed across rivers to produce hydroelectricity. What is constructed across the river? The dams are constructed. Okay. Match the pair. Copper. Copper is the first metal to be discovered. Bronze. Bronze is mixture of copper and tin. Factories, big machines. Coal, steam engine, and electricity, dam. Multiple choice. The industrial revolution began after the discovery of the steam engine. In which country did the industrial revolution begin? In Britain. Which of these are the sources of energy used to run machines? Coal, petroleum, petrol and electricity. All of these. Which source of energy does not cause pollution? The solar energy. Coal, when we burn, it emits smoke. Even petrol, even diesel. So solar energy is the one that doesn't cause any pollution. Which metal is most commonly used to make tools? Copper, aluminium, tin and iron. Which is the metal? Iron. Okay. So here students, we have completed with this chapter, and this chapter is not in your syllabus. Okay. So here we have completed. If you all are having any of the doubts related to this chapter, we can solve it in our doubt solving session. Till then, thank you.